Let's give Wednesday's Daily Puzzle on Chess.com a shot. This one's called Three-Piece Harmony. It's black to move. Give the video a pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. Cool. So I can see that my bishop is guarding my knight, so this is not hanging. My knight's got a couple important squares covered. I see two checks with the bishop, both of which look interesting. Definitely take away some squares. This one would take away this square. So then the king has two squares to move to. So if I check here, king only has two squares. If it goes to this one, it gets forked by the knight. I fork the queen and the king. So the king has to go here if I go here. But then what? I would have a check on this square, but I wouldn't really see its benefit. It would be cool if I could skewer the queen or pin the queen to the king, but this isn't protected. Yeah, if the king gets to this square, I don't really have a way to participate with his bishop. I don't really see the point of it. So if I go here, the king could go here, or here, or here. Again, the king can never go there because it gets forked. I don't immediately understand this puzzle. I'm having a hard time with it. These are really the only checks that I have, right? Am I missing a check? I kind of feel like it must be one of those moves, but I don't see where either one of them are going. The pawns feel too far away to participate. Oh, I can do this, can't I? I can pin the queen because if the queen takes, I fork. That's what it is. Okay, so I go... Wow, this is a tough calculation for a Wednesday, I think. I go here. The king only has two moves. Here or here. If it goes here immediately, I just fork it. Fork the king and the queen. If it goes here, then I have this move, which is a nasty little freaky move. I'm pinning the queen to the king, so if the queen doesn't take, it gets taken. And if the queen takes, and the king's on this square, then I fork the king and the queen and win the queen anyway. Nasty. Alright, so here, check. Here, pinning the queen. And when the queen takes, I just hop here, and I win the queen anyway. Now I've got a knight and a bishop, and I'm going to go win that game. Dude, there it is. Very cool. Let's run that back one time. Cool. So, tricky puzzle, I thought. There's really only two checks in the puzzle. They're these two. And it felt like it had to be one of those moves. Right now my bishop is protecting my knight, so the king can't take my knight. Collectively, these pieces have kind of a lot of squares covered. So if I check here with my bishop, the king's only going to have two squares, this one and this one. If the king moves to this square, I have a fork. I can immediately fork with the king and the queen. So the king's going to have to go to this square, but after the king goes to that square, I've got this spicy little move. And what that does is pin the queen to the king. So the queen can't move because the king's behind it, and the king would be in check. So the only thing the queen can do is take my bishop, which seems bad. It seems like I'm just giving away a bishop. But the point is that once the queen's on this square, I can fork it, check the king, attack the queen, and that wins me the queen, dude. Now I've got two pieces and a few pawns, and I'm going to go win that game, dude. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.